Rounding numbers using significant figures. First of all, what is a significant figure? The best way to think of a significant figure is the digit with the most significant or higher value. So, let's look at this number. The most significant digit is 7, as it represents 7 tens. The second most significant digit is 2. This represents 2 units. The third most significant digit is the 3, which represents 3 tenths. The fourth significant digit is the 4, which represents 4 hundredths, and so on. Normally, you'll be asked to round a number to 2 significant figures or 3 significant figures. So let's see how it's done. I'm going to choose to round to 2 significant figures. So that means I want these first 2 significant figures. So after the first and second significant figure, I'm going to cut off here. As you saw on an earlier clip on rounding to decimal places, the same principles apply here. So we look to the right of the cutoff, to the 3, and as the 3 is less than 5, the second significant figure, where the cutoff is, stays as 2. So the answer to this is 72. However, if the number to the right of the cutoff was greater than 5 or 5, then the 2 would move up to a 3. So the answer would then be 73. I'm going to round the following number to 3 significant figures. It might be worth pointing out at this stage that another way of writing 3 significant figures is to either write 3 sig fig, or alternatively, it's often just written as 3 s dot f dot. Okay, so let's have a look at the number. Right, so I'm going to cut off after the third significant figure. There's my first one, my second one, and my third one. So then I look to the number to the right of the cutoff. It is 5 or more, therefore the 3 moves up 1 to 4. So the answer is 154. Here's another one to try. Again, we're going to stick to 3 significant figures. So there's my first one, my second one, my third one, so I will cut off here. So the digit to the right of the cutoff is less than 5, so this 8 stays as it is. However, what is important to remember is that when you cut off digits before the decimal point, you must replace with zeros. Otherwise, you will change the value of the 3 digits. 5 10,000s, 2,000s, and 800s. So the answer is 52800. So 52,800. Let's try this one. So 3 significant figures. So 1, 2, 3. Let's cut it off here. This digit is 5 or more, therefore the 3 goes up to 4. So the answer is 104. Let's have a look at one last important example. In this example, the first significant figure is actually the 4, as a 0 can never be the first significant figure. So this 0 is not the first significant figure, neither is this one. Therefore, the first significant figure is the 4. A 0 can be a second or third significant figure, etc., as in the previous example, but never the first significant figure. So when rounding this number to 3 significant figures, we go, not that one, not that one. This is my first significant figure, my second, and my third. So this is where I cut it off. So we look to the right of the third significant figure, which is a 6. So that's 5 or more. Therefore, this increases by 1. Now, when the 9 increases by 1, it goes to 10. But we can't have 2 digits in this column. Therefore, the 1 goes into this column and the 0 stays here. So therefore, my answer will be 0.04. Remember, the 5 goes up to 6 because of this one here. And then the 9 becomes 0. In this answer, we need to include this 0 here to indicate that I've rounded to 3 sig figs, even if it is a 0. Now it's your turn to answer some questions. Pause the video and try these. How did you get on? Here are the answers. If you answered any incorrectly, have a look back through the video and then try again.